Good evening, sir. My name is Truc BUi, and today I will be presenting my reaction for the unit I-Tech 7415 and Tech project. My project is titled AI Research and Implementation Strategy for C9 Communication. This reflection focuses on how I participate in developing and documenting an AI implementation plan that were ethical, technically robust, and governance aligned. In the next few minutes, I will walk you through my role and key responsibility, my major contribution, the methodology and quality assurance processes, and my personal reflection and learning. Let's begin by setting the context. Yeah, the next slide, portfolio context. This portfolio serves was a comprehensive record of my engagement in the project. It demonstrates how theory from our course, particularly ethical AI principle and project documentation standards, was applied in the practical enterprise environment. Every element from the compliance metric to the process diagram contribute to uh, unify reflection on how AI can be developed and deployed responsibly and transparently. We go to the next slide on role context and responsibility. Within the team, I work as a documentation and completion coordinator. My main responsibility were building the ethical compliance metric, drafting the AI governance framework, and producing uh, reports and diagram to visualize workflow. I also active was I was active as a link between the technical and ethical aspect of the project, ensuring both sides align. This role requires balancing accuracy, compliance, and clarity on essential for enterprise level AI projects. Sorry. Uh, we go to skill set based technical justification. The project requires a diverse mix of technical and analytical skill. I grew up on my experience in data modeling and visualization to explain AI processes, agile methods to manage updates and revision, version control for the document stability and ethical compliance knowledge, references, uh, references standard by ISO 42001 and GDPR. These skills ensure the project was not only technically sound, but, but also technically and operationally accountable. And the next slide, contribution one, ethical compliance matrix. My first major contribution was the ethical compliance matrix. It's you a 5x5 livelihood impact model to score ethical risks, cover bias, privacy, transparency, and accountability. This tool make it possible to visualize and prioritize potential issues before deployment. It was guided by the OECD AI principle, ISO 42001 standards, and GDPR requirements, ensuring the system design was both compliant and trustworthy. And the next contribution to AI governance framework. The second contribution was creating the AI governance framework. This framework defines the role and responsibilities of project stakeholder, a decision-making hierarchy, oversight and audit processes, and data accountability and mechanism. The aim were to make AI governance proactive, not reactive. Every interaction of our AI model were reviewed for compliance alignment, building an adaptive governance model that evolve with the project. And in the next slide, contribution 3, report and diagram production. The third area I contributed to was technical reporting and visualization. I created data flow diagram, DFDS, to map system logic, entity relationship diagram, ERDS, to define data structure, and PPMN diagram to solve operational workflows. These diagrams make complex processes understandable to both technical team and non-technical stakeholder, promoting clarity, traceability, and communication across the project. We go to the next slide, documentation methodology. Our documentation process follow a iterative agile inspired methodology. After each sprint, we update artifacts to reflect new ethical or compliant insight. Version control tool allow us to track every change, ensuring full transparency. We also apply proofreading, citation check, and plagiarism detection to maintain academic quality. This ensures that the project documentation was not only practical but also academically pre-arches. And we go to the next slide, quality assurance integrity. Quality assurance was embedded throughout the project life cycle. Its delivery report were checked for three key things: technical accuracy, compliance alignment, and the last one, clarity for reader and auditor. The result was a collection of audit-ready records demonstrating accountability and reliability. And we go to learning outcome. This project provided deep learning opportunity. I developed a better understanding of how AI governance framework work in organization, how to maintain documentation integrity, and how ethical and ledger principle directly shape uh, technical decision making. The experience uh, reinforce that responsible AI require uh, collaboration between ethics, compliance, and engineering, not just code or algorithm. And we go to the next reflection, changes and challenges. One key strength was my ability to integrate ethical vision into technical documentation. I ensure that every report or diagram connected to real-world governance standard. Another strength was adaptability. I was able to respond to compliance changes quickly without closing version control or quality. And challenge challenges the biggest challenges uh, the biggest challenge was trust, disciplinary coordination. Our project involved people from technical, operational, and ethical background, so aligning terminology and timeline was difficult. Another challenge was the manual version checking of multiple um, artifacts, which sometimes slow down the process. And the next one is improvement suggestion. Uh, for future project, I suggest implementing automatic version control for compliance tracking, using the shared collaboration tool for real-time editing, and providing training on ethical AI standard early in the project. These improvements would make documentation more efficient and standardized. And the next slide is evidence summary. The portfolio and evidence uh, influence result of the AI quiz ethic metric checklist. Uh, the derived from a ISO 42001 and OECD AI principle, DFD, ERD, and PPMN diagrams and version control updates showing a traceable process. The advice demonstrate not just the work done, but also the ethical and technical maturity of the project. And in conclusion, to conclude this project, reinforce that AI must be both innovative and responsible by combining technical precision, ethical framework, and governance system. Our team ensure that the AI solution for C9 communication was accurate, compliant, and reproducible. On a personal level, it helped me through as the uh, professional who value both integrity and innovation in AI. And this is preferences for my presentation. And thank you. Thank you.